Hello everybody, my name is Brittany and today I'm going to teach you how to play He's Able by Darwin Hobbs and Deitrick Haddon. Here we go. Alright, so the first note that you're going to play in your left hand is the B, F sharp, and B. Okay, and we're in the key of B major. Okay, we're starting in the key of B major. So in my right hand, I'm going to play C sharp, F sharp, and B. Okay, so when you play the two together, you're really playing your right hand first. So you're starting out with the right hand, and then you're going to play the B and the B at the same time while you're playing the left hand. So you're playing. All right, so that's what you're really playing. All right, now you're going to play the B again in your right hand, okay, to get ready for the next chords. So you're playing B, and then you're playing the F sharp major. Now I'm saying F sharp major because we're in the key of B major, so there's no flats in the key of B major unless there's accidentals. But you wouldn't normally see a flat in a B major. So this is F sharp major. So in my left hand, I'm playing F sharp, C sharp, F sharp again. Okay. So I'm really just playing an octave, F sharp octave, adding the C sharp. Okay. So I'm playing. All right. Now in my right hand, I'm playing C sharp, F sharp, and A sharp. Okay. This is the second inversion of the F sharp major chord. I would normally call it G flat, but it's F sharp major, second inversion. Now I'm switching to the first inversion. Okay. So here you have your A sharp, C sharp, and F sharp again. Okay. So this is the original F sharp major chord. All right. Now I'm going to switch to the first inversion, and then I'm going to switch to the second inversion. All right. Just showing you the inversions of the F sharp major. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going backwards. So I'm starting with the second inversion of the F sharp major, and then I'm going to go back to the first inversion. Okay. So in my left hand, I'm playing G sharp, D sharp, G sharp again. And then I'm adding the A sharp and the B. Okay. Alright. Now, in my right hand, I'm playing the C sharp and the F sharp and the B again. Okay, same as if you would be playing. Okay. So this time I'm playing. Alright, keeping the same chord. You have your C sharp again, F sharp, and B. Okay. So you have, and then you have your E major. Okay, adding the F sharp. So you have E, B, and E again. And then you have E in your right hand, F sharp, and B. Okay. Just to make it more colorful, I just added the F sharp. So, alright. Okay. This is where you start the song. What I've done is basically just played the B, D sharp, F sharp, B. So I went, okay, alright, this is a B major. Now, what I'm doing is, okay, so it's kind of like I'm going up and down the arpeggio of the B major. So I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm playing. Okay, you can play as simple as that. that's perfectly fine. Or you could switch it up however you like. So the easiest way to learn is so I'm going from C sharp, B, C sharp, B, F sharp, B. And then, alright, so now going straight into the F sharp major. Playing the F sharp octave in my left hand and simply the F sharp major, no inversions, in my right hand. Alright, so F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Alright, so you're going to go into the G sharp octave in your left hand, and you're simply playing the B major in your right hand, second inversion. Okay. Now, to call it if you want to call it a 7th chord with both hands, you're playing a G sharp minor 7 chord. Okay. But if you want to separate the name of the chords and the octaves, then you're playing G sharp octave and B major in your right hand. F sharp, B, D sharp. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going into the E major, E octave in the left hand, and E, G sharp, and B in my right hand. So you have okay. Now I'm switching from the D sharp to the E, and this is just showing you how I've changed the chords a little bit in my right hand. Okay, keeping the same 2 notes. And then, okay, so back to the F sharp major, and then the G sharp minor 7th, and then back to the E major. Now, alright, let's jump into the verse. So, exceedingly, abundantly. Okay, so what I'm playing is E octave in the left hand, and then I'm playing F sharp dominant 7th in my right hand. Okay, just inverting it, 3rd inversion. So this is the original chord. Okay, now I'm taking away the C sharp, and I'm going to replace this E to this E. Okay, which makes it's still the F sharp is still the root of the chord. So you have F sharp, A sharp, omit the C sharp, then you have your E. And then you're just going to switch it to this E. So you have your F sharp dominant 7th, okay, and then you have your E major, okay, which is a more simple chord than the F sharp dominant 7th. So you have E octave in the left hand, and then you have E, G sharp, and B in the right hand. Exceedingly, abundantly, and then you're going to go straight into above all. Okay. Now, there are 4 different types of chords that you're playing. Some of the chords are inverted, but this is what you're playing. So you're in the left hand, you're going from the E octave to the D sharp octave to the C sharp octave to the B octave. Okay, so you're playing. right hand, you're going to play the E major. You're playing the second inversion of the E major, so you have a B, E, which is the root of the chord, and then you have G sharp. Okay, and you're going to play the E octave, okay, in the left hand. So this is the first chord. Then you're going to the second chord. Basically, you're just playing a B major chord in the right hand, B, D sharp, and F sharp, and you're playing D sharp octave in the left hand. Okay, so you're playing the first inversion of B major. Above. This is your third chord. Here's your C sharp octave in the left hand, and you have your first inversion of the E major, G sharp, B, and E. Okay, so you have above, all right, and then all. So you have B octave in the left hand, and F sharp, B, D sharp. Okay, so you have above, all. Alright, now here's the tricky part. You're going to have to switch hands, because if you want to play the extra part, which is, alright, you're going to have to really move quickly in this chord progression. So, above, all. Alright. So you see how I just switched my hands? I basically switched from playing the B major chord in my right hand to playing the B major chord in my left hand. And then, alright, so you have F sharp, B, F sharp, C sharp. So when you play it, this is what it sounds like. Okay, so it's really quick. So this is slow motion. So it's a lot of movements going on in this particular chord progression, and you don't have to play the extra notes. You don't have to play that. But if you do want to play that part, because that is a special part in the song that you cannot forget, then it's going to take practice. It's going to take a lot of practice. The best way to practice it is to practice it very slow. You do not want to practice it too fast, because then you get lost and your foundation will be lost. You want to build the foundation of your skills and your practice by practicing slow. Okay, that's the best advice I can give you as a pianist. Okay, so you're going to go back into the regular way of playing the chord. So you're playing B octave again, and then you're playing B major, second inversion B major, F sharp, B, D sharp. Then I'm switching from D sharp to the E, and then D sharp again, and then E, and then D sharp. So I'm playing. Okay. Left hand is for freestyle. You don't have to play it a certain way. You can simply just hold the octave down, or you can just go. Okay, it's up to you. Now this is the next chord. I'm playing F sharp major again. No inversions. I'm playing F sharp octave in my left hand and F sharp, A sharp, C sharp in my right hand. So I'm playing all you could ask or think. Okay. This is the next chord. So you have your E major, E octave, E, G sharp, B. Okay? And then you're going to go back into according to the power that worketh in you. Alright, so now you just completed the first verse, the entire first verse. Okay? Now you're going to go into the hook, or the chorus, if you like to call it the chorus. God is able to do just what He said He would do. Okay, this is a simple chord progression. So you have your B major, okay, B octave, F sharp, B, D sharp. God is able to do F sharp major again, F sharp octave, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Do just what He said. Ooh, okay. Said. Okay, I accidentally played a C diminished, but this is what you're going to be playing. So you're playing a G sharp minor 7th. You're playing G sharp octave in the left hand, and then you're playing F sharp, B, and D sharp. Okay. Just what He said He would do. Okay. Now you're going back to the E major. E octave, E, G sharp, B. Okay. And then He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. And then you're gonna go into don't give up on God, 'cause He won't give up on you. He's able. Alright, so the first chord is the F sharp major. You have your F sharp octave in the left hand. And then you have F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. Okay. This is the only time that you would call it an F sharp major is when you're in a key that has sharps. So if you're in the key of B major, you want to call this chord, this particular chord, F sharp major. Okay. You don't want to call it G flat major because there's no flats in the key of B major. Okay? Now, don't give up on God. Alright, now here's another tricky note name of the octave and the chord. Okay? Now, normally you would just call this a G octave in the left hand and a G diminished in your right hand. Okay? But in the G diminished chord, you have G, B flat, and D flat. So, you want to call this an F sharp, okay, left hand, you want to call it F sharp, F double sharp, okay, F double sharp. Alright, so you have your F natural, F sharp, F double sharp, G octave, or F double sharp octave, and then you have F double sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. Alright. Now, you will call this an F double sharp diminished. Okay? Because you're in the key of B major. You want to stick to the sharps in the key of B major. Alright? So you have don't give up on God, 'cause He won't. Alright. Now here you have G sharp. And then you have F sharp, B, and D sharp. Simply playing B major in your right hand and G sharp octave in your left hand, or you could also call it a G sharp minor 7th. 'Cause he won't give up. Alright, back to the F sharp major on you. Okay, E major, E octave, E, G sharp, B. He's able. He's able. He's able. Okay. Now when I'm switching the keys, I'm basically just doing a staccato, a simple staccato of the last chord in the key of B major. Okay, holding down the chord the first time and then second time doing the staccato. So I'm going, and then going into the C major. God is able to do. Alright, now the beautiful thing about the key majors, there's no sharps, no flats. Okay, so you're simply playing all of the white keys pretty much, except when you go into don't give up on God, because he won't give up on you. So the first chord that you're playing is C octave in the left hand, and you're going to play the second inversion of the C major in your right hand. You have G, C, which is the root of the chord, and E. So you have God is able to do. Alright, here's the second chord. You have G major, G octave in the left hand, and G, B, and D. Okay. God is able to do just what he said. Alright. Now you have your A minor 7th. So you have A octave in the left hand, and then you have G, C, and E. Okay? I'm just inverting the chord in my right hand. So this is the original chord, and then, alright. So, God is able to do just what he said he would do. Right, F major. So you have F octave in the left hand, and then you simply have an F major chord in the right hand. F, A, and C. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Same chord progressions, right? Now, when you go into don't give up on God, 'cause he won't give up on you. He's able. Alright. So you have your G major again, G octave in the left hand, G, B, and D in the right hand. Then you're going to go into the G sharp diminished, or you can call it G sharp, B, D. Okay? 'Cause he won't. Alright. Now you have your A minor 7th again, so you have A octave, and then you have G, C, and E. 'Cause he won't give up on you. So, give up on God? Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, I was making sure I was singing the right part of the song. So, he's able, and then you just go and back into the same chord progression. you're in the key of D flat major now. So you're going from B major to C major to D flat major to D major. Okay, so this is the third key in the song. Now you're playing D flat octave in the left hand, and then you're playing a second inversion of the D flat major in the right hand. So you have A flat, D flat, and F. Okay. Alright. You have your A flat octave in the left hand, and then you have A flat, C, and E flat. A flat major chord, no inversions. Okay. Now you're switching into the B flat minor seventh. So you have B flat octave in the left hand, and then you have A flat, D flat, and F. Okay. Okay, so here is the next chord. You have your G flat major chord. Now this is the perfect time to call it the regular note, the regular name of the chord. So this is your original G flat major chord because you're in the key of D flat major. All right, so this is G flat. G flat octave, G flat octave in the left hand, G flat in the right hand, B flat, and D flat. Okay, so the same chord progressions are your He's able, God is able to do just what He said He would do. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Okay, now the only difference is when you're singing God is able to do, you're going to switch the chord progressions. So you're playing, don't give up on God, 'cause He won't give up on you. He's able. Okay. Now you're going to go straight into the A flat major. So you're playing A flat octave in the left hand, and then you're playing A flat, C, and E flat. Okay. Don't give up on God. Now, a simpler name for this chord is simply your A, C, and E flat. Okay? And then you just have your A octave in the left hand. So I have B flat octave in the left hand, and then, okay, since I'm adding the B flat, this is a B flat minor 7. So in my right hand, I'm playing A flat, D flat, and F. Okay. 'Cause He won't give up. Alright, so I'm just basically just playing the intervals of the A flat and D flat. And then I'm going back into the A flat major, A flat, C, E flat, and then I'm playing the G flat major. He's able. Okay. And then there's a pause. I'm going into the next key. Alright. D major, D octave in the left hand, and A, D, F sharp in the right hand. God is able to do. Okay, here is your A octave in the left hand, and then A major in the right hand. A, C sharp, E. Okay. now we're in the key of D major. You have two sharps, so you want to call each black key a sharp, okay? Because you're playing in the key of D major. All right, so okay, here's your next chord. You have a B minor 7, so you're playing B octave in the left hand, and then you have A, D, and F sharp. Alright, just adding a few extra notes. Going into the next chord, which is your G major. G octave, G, B, and D. Okay. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Alright, now you're going into the A major. Don't give up on God. Alright, so you have A octave again in the left hand, and then you have A, C sharp, and E in the right hand. Don't give up on God. Alright, so you're going up half steps in each chord progression. So you're playing A sharp diminished, A sharp and octave in the left hand, and then you have A sharp, C sharp, and E. Okay? Don't give up on God, 'cause He won't. Back into the B minor 7, you're playing B octave in the left hand, and then you're playing A, D, and F sharp. 'Cause He won't give up. Back into the A major on you. Okay, back to the G major. He's able. 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 Don't give up on God. Okay. Now this is the part where you can slow it down, because this is the last key in this entire song. So the key of D major, you're basically just slowing down because you're getting ready to end the song. Okay, so it's kind of like a resting point when you're overwhelmed with playing all of the three keys from the B major to the D flat major. Now when you go into the D major, you simply want to relax a little bit. So of course you want to continue to play the chord progression. Don't give up on God, 'cause He won't give up on you. Don't give up on God, 'cause He won't give up on you. He's able. Okay, now you can simply end the song by playing the D major chord, which is the D octave in the left hand, and A, D, F sharp in the right hand. This is the D major chord, okay? I'm just adding the D octave in the left hand. And this is the second inversion of D major. So you can either end it with just playing the D major, or you can play an arpeggio, which is a nice simple way of ending the song as well, making it more fancier. So you can I'm basically keeping the same octave in the left hand, and I'm basically playing A, D, E, F sharp. Then I'm repeating A, D, E, F sharp, A, D, E, F sharp, and then, okay, once you hear that A at the end. So, that is how you play He's Able. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will also show you the chord progression of each key, the Roman numeral of the chord progression, so you'll know exactly what you're playing in each key. And thank you guys so much again. I hope you like this tutorial, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.